Hey, Mike with Nerd Problems Gaming here. In today's video, we'll be doing an unboxing on Disney's Sorcerer's Apprentice Epic Alliance's core set, so let's get into it. Alright, now that we got the game out, let's jump in and see what's inside. So, Disney's Sorcerer's Arena Epic Alliance's the core set is basically a battle arena game. And so you'll play as various different Disney characters and villains. And then again, it's kind of a player versus player arena battle. And so you can play 2 to 4 players. And then each player will take on the role of a few different Disney characters. And again, kind of how the game works, to my understanding, is that there is a couple different chapters that you'll play through. And so each chapter kind of gets you used to the game. So the first chapter, you're just playing as a couple of the heroes, and then there's kind of less rules that you'll be using. But then as you progress and understand the game more, you can play the later chapters where it gets a little more challenging. Some additional rules come into play. But either way, I don't think it necessarily seems that difficult, even if you're starting in the later chapters. Just kind of get a feel for the game first, or if you're more of an experienced board game player, it's probably going to be a little bit easier to pick up and understand the rules. But for the most part, it seems pretty simple. You'll have different characters that you'll start from. Like I'd mentioned, those characters have different abilities, as well as kind of a standard movement and a standard attack that they can use. But then there'll also be specific cards that they can use, which will activate kind of a more advanced attack or advanced movement for that specific character. It also looks like the characters kind of have their own unique health points, their own initiative score, victory points for defeating them. And to my understanding, the general idea of the game is to be the first player to reach a certain number of victory points. And so you can see it with the board here. It's a little big to fit on the screen, but how it works, you've got kind of the base section where the characters start, and then you'll try to get to these victory point sections. If you start your turn there, you'll earn victory points, and you can also earn points by defeating the other characters. Again, bases for the characters here tell what team is what. These are looking like the hit point trackers for the different characters. So getting those bases and assembling that looks like. And then you've also got the different characters. So Sorcerer, Mickey, Aladdin. Can't remember this lady's name, but she's from Gargoyles. I remember that show. Liking that. Ariel. Not sure of this one. I think it's maybe... oh, Maleficent. There we go. And then we got Sully, Monsters, Inc. Another base here. Gaston, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but Beauty and the Beast. And then I'm not sure this one. I don't think I've seen this Disney movie here. Then we've got the different cards. Looks like the character cards. So again, we've got the character cards here. Like I said, each character kind of has their own unique abilities, skill sets, and then there's also kind of a starting card. But if you get enough items as you're playing, you can actually upgrade them and put them on the other side, kind of enhancing their abilities. So again, we've got Aladdin here, Sorcerer, Mickey, Sully, this guy, The Princess and the Frog. Yeah, like I said, I haven't seen that movie. Let me know in the comments below if that's worth seeing. Not the biggest Disney fan, but I have seen a lot of the movies growing up. Maleficent. Demona. That's what it was. Nice. I really like that Gargoyles show. I'll have to go back and watch that. Hopefully that's on Disney Plus. We'll see. But again, these are the different chapter reference cards just to, again, remind you of the rules depending on the specific chapter that you're in. But I kind of think as you learn the game, you'll probably most of the time be starting and playing in the chapter 4. But again, if you're playing with maybe younger players or people new to the game, you might start in an earlier chapter to make things easier. Or again, just to have a shorter game in general. That might be an option as well. But as you can see, there's a bunch of different cards. Some of them are kind of action moves. Others are movement types. And so you'll have to decide what cards to play and use and kind of figure out what cards work best. Combining characters together, as each game, players will choose between the different heroes and villains to form their team to try and take out the other player. And so again, haven't played the game yet, but I'm assuming some will probably complement some characters better than others, but have to jump into the game and see. I know they're bringing out other expansions to the game as well, it sounds like, so you'll be able to pick up other additional Disney characters and villains in future installments of the game. Well, again, guys, that wraps up the unboxing here of Disney's Sorcerer's Arena Epic Alliances, the core set. But definitely stay tuned for a future video when we do a full review on the game after we've had some time to play it. Well, again, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this unboxing video, and if you did, be sure to smash that like button as it really helps out the channel. And if you'd like to pick up a copy of this game, there'll be a link in the description below where you can do so. And if you like videos like this on video games, board games, and everything nerdy, definitely check out one of our other videos here. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications to get the latest updates of new nerd videos that we put out. But once again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you more soon.